indeed.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mina Lowe.
What's the deal? What's the deal? How you feel? It's your boy, Day Reezy.
And we got some special guests in here with
They
us
are
today.
in this bitch like a
Hey.
fetus. What's happening?
Introduce yourselves.
Well, shit, I'm going to start off on Kee Riche. You feel me? What's the deal?
Shit, I'm MackGee. What's good? It's your boy Sambo over here. What's the deal?
What's going on, y'all?
Y'all niggas trying to sound too cool
Right,
on the mic, boy.
right,
Loosen up.
right,
This is
right.
next wave up situation.
Nah,
you feel me?
we here with y'all. We locked in
Yeah,
right
we
now.
good. What's up?
Yes. So nice to have y'all come out here. Y'all like
good to be
actually
here.
one of our first special guests on the
Hell
show.
That's dope.
Even though we talk about y'all, so everybody already know about y'all.
We appreciate that.
Man.
But there's a couple of projects that dropped recently.
Right.
Yeah.
Right here, Sambo.
What up?
Congratulations.
Thank you guys. I
Yes.
appreciate all the support for real.
Absolutely. Went to the listening party. It was really dope.
Yeah.
Very, very dope. Shout outs to VonDon, baby VonDon,
Hey, VonDon.
with his LA finest. And I heard you got some music coming.
Oh, I got a lot of music.
Ooh.
Whole lot of it.
Whole lot of it.
Whole lot of it.
I'm here for it. And then you with the album.
Big dog.
Man.
Say the correct title, because I feel like people be saying broke to rich.
Nah,
from broke
just
to
from
rich.
broke to rich.
Okay.
From broke to rich.
And when can we expect that one?
4/19/19.
Right
You
before
feel me?
420.
Coming up.
Yeah.
right
Gonna be
before
ready.
420. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
That's what's up.
So at midnight,
They gonna be bumping it
you
through.
light it up.
They gonna be
You
bumping
listen
it
in.
through 420.
You feel me?
That's a smart one. That's a smart one. So how y'all doing? How everybody doing up in here?
We
I'm
living.
good. I mean, yeah,
Feel good,
we just getting it in. You
Just
feel me?
chilling.
Just running.
Just chilling. What's up, Daymon?
Shit, what's going on with you? You know I'm feeling good to the motherfucker. First of all, let me say congratulations to all your brothers and everything y'all doing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Y'all,
Thank you.
There's
Thank
some real talent going on.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Appreciate you.
You know what I mean? And I'm surprised y'all made it, because don't none of you niggas sleep. Like,
Yeah.
y'all don't sleep.
Man.
None of y'all don't. Every
My
time
mom
it's-
stays giving me
Hey,
shit
nah, I
about
was
that.
just telling myself that today. I'm like, damn. I'm like, when you really sit down, you get tired. Like, if you're not just
yeah,
constantly
oh,
boom,
Gotta
boom,
move.
like
God.
once
gotta-
you sit down, nigga, it's like
You gotta go on
hurting.
momentum, man.
Oh
Once
my
you start, you
God.
can't stop. That's how I am. Once I sat down, it's over.
Yeah.
If I sit down and kick the shoes off, it's a wrap.
This nigga be the first one to knock out, so I don't know what you even talking about.
Shit.
Man.
I told you. I said if we would have stayed out, I would have been up. That's all I'm saying. But nah, yeah, that's good shit though, because not everybody had that drive.
Right.
You feel
Yeah.
me? People saying they want this and this and that, but don't want to work for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So most definitely.
And what do
yeah.
you think like takes that drive? Like what puts all that in motion for anybody, like to like keep going? Like
Shit, I mean, it's partly it's got to be in you, but you also got to have people behind you pushing you, because if you don't have people
That's a
behind you to push you, then you
Right.
it's easier for you to give up than it is for you to push through it.
that's so true.
So to have the people behind you pushing you and keeping you motivated, that's important for sure.
Definitely.
You just gotta find a reason. Like in my book, you gotta find a reason at the end of the day, and then once you find the reason, you gotta like that's my reason. You feel
Right,
me?
right,
Like I don't
right,
have
right.
no other option but you feel me.
Right,
This
right.
reason, like this reason is the reason why I gotta do it. And then once
Absolutely.
you follow that reason, you start finding other reasons, and it just give you like the strength to keep going. You feel me?
Right.
But that's really all it is. It's just like finding a reason, and once you find a reason, you find your purpose, and then you on your way.
Yes.
Man.
That's what we talked about last week. What was
Man.
your purpose in life?
Yeah.
Man.
You
And
got-
I feel like we all give each other that purpose, that why. I mean, we support
what's
each other
up.
every day. We talk to each other every day, and we built that brotherhood in this, and it's like we're each other's why now. We're each other's.
right.
You know what I mean? So
right.
it's,
Exactly.
Right.
it flows perfectly.
Absolutely. And I think that's what stands out about Get Rich as a whole. Like, y'all really go hard for each other. Like, y'all
Right.
really show up for any and everything that y'all doing. And I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like a lot of people don't have that
Right.
and don't do that. So, like, how did that even, like, begin for y'all?
I don't
even
even
though
know.
I
It's-
know, but the
it's
people
just-
that don't know.
I think it was just the way I was. I guess I was brought up, and then when I started meeting, I mean, when I met Key, he was the same way. So it's just natural. That's just the way I
Dope.
grew
That's
up.
just how I always been though. Like
Dope.
when I found out that I wanted to do something like more than just myself, like I wanted to actually have a group to it or like a
Mhm.
label to it.
Mhm.
It was gonna be like everybody gonna support each other equally. Like I
Mhm.
watch a lot of stuff. Like I pay attention to a lot of stuff in the industry and the game, and it's like it's ugly the way some people
Right.
do. Like, you feel me? They label
Yeah,
made,
ugly
fade,
as
they
Yeah.
team, like they, like, you feel me? They don't really show no love to them, or they like just
Yeah.
aside, or they kick them to the back. Like,
Yeah.
we finna let him drop 3 albums and you wait 4 years or something, and then they
Right,
fade out. And it's like, I don't want that. Like, I want
Yeah.
anybody that want to do something with me, like, we can run at the same time.
Right.
I'm never tripping about sharing spotlights, sharing, like, you feel me? None of that.
Cause it's enough for everybody.
It's enough for everybody somehow, some way.
Man.
It's enough for everybody. You just gotta. You never know what the next man could do.
And
So you always just gotta keep it positive.
Yes, and I'm glad you said that because it brings us to our topic today: the isms, sexism, colorism, racism, nepotism, but all within the industry.
Right.
Yeah.
That's big, yeah.
So for those of us that don't know, I'm gonna give y'all a little lesson here. I'm gonna read some off.
That's some shade. 'Cause
No, it's
I
not.
for sure didn't know what I had to look up nepotism. Soon as she texted me and said, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
What is it called?
Huh?
What is it called?
No, I don't know. You tell me.
That was good. That was good.
You tell me. What is it?
Nepotism.
That's what I said. Oh God, I said.
Roll it back.
I said nepotism. nigga.
Okay, so nepotism is the practice among those with power or influence. Basically, you're just showing favoritism within
Yeah.
the industry. So that's one, nepotism. Then we have colorism. And it actually says prejudice or discrimination against individuals, but it says with a dark skin tone, typically among people within that same racial group.
That's
Interesting.
bullshit. 'Cause, boy, I
What-
love
what-
all shades of women.
Well, great.
them all.
You don't
I
practice.
love them all.
I love them all. And then racism, prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that you think that your race is superior to the next.
Right. Okay.
Which a lot of people don't identify racism or define racism that way. So I'm going to ask y'all what y'all define it as. And then sexism, prejudice, stereotyping, or discrimination, typically against women on the basis of sex. So, being that everybody in here is like on their way to the industry,
Right.
different forms, the music industry, entertainment industry, all these different type of industries, like, what do you feel or see like within the industry as it defines into the isms like sexism and racism, especially being that you guys are of color, like brown and black color too.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one thing about the genre of music we're in, it's kind of geared towards our skin color and stuff. Like
Yeah.
usually it's the white people that are kind of shunned off. But
Okay.
I think there's always going to be some sort of prejudice when it comes to anything political.
Right.
And this industry is really tricky, so there's always going to be some sort of, I guess, nepotism, because that's the
Yes,
favoritism
yes,
part of
yes.
it. So, like he was saying, sometimes labels will push people to the back just because they're focused on one person,
Exactly.
and that's a perfect example of it. So,
Do you agree with that though, for people to push people back and just shine the light on one person and like allow that to just thrive off that?
it gets tricky because it's a lot of business behind it. And
Right.
that's all they're thinking about is the business side of things. They don't really care about how you feel. They don't care about what you want to do. They're worried about themselves and their business. They're worried about the bottom line. If their money coming in, then they don't care about
right,
that.
right. It's crazy.
That shit is bigger than money, though, for
Right.
sure. You feel me?
It is.
And we talked about that. Like
Hell yeah.
a lot of times, like passion is not even like at the forefront anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's
all
not an
about
art.
what
It's not
can
an
fit-
art anymore.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just popularity. Like, what can I
It's a
do to
popularity
be seen?
contest, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy though. I don't like. Can y'all be here to change it? Y'all in a position to change it.
Hell
That's what
yeah.
we trying to do. No, that's why you gotta.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta push it forward, because it's like the happiness not even in the game no more.
It's
like,
not.
It's not.
It's how many records I could sell, how many what I could do for a label. It's like,
And
you
it's
feel
not.
me?
And it's not even. It's like. It's by any means now. It's like
Right.
Yeah, it's
people
by
are
any
doing
means.
whatever to
It's
get
by-
to the top
yeah.
now, and it's not supposed to be like that. People who are supposed to make it to the top are the people who put the work in and
Right.
actually do it for a certain
Right,
purpose.
right,
You see what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
But now
right.
it's like he said, it's a popularity contest, and it's just kind of
Right.
rub people the wrong
That's
way.
that bullshit. Because it be bullshit ass music, bullshit ass.
Right.
The videos be hard to the bullshit.
But that's
I'm not gonna lie.
where the
I'm not
that's
gonna lie
where
about
the,
that.
that's where the isms come in though, for real. That's where the isms come in. If y'all want to talk about isms, like the
Mhm.
racism is for sure big. Like, you feel me?
Oh, yeah.
They shun black men for trying to represent their culture. If it's
Absolutely.
gangbanging, we gonna talk about gangbanging specifically. They shun black men for trying to gangbang in the industry.
Yeah.
But a white boy come out,
Right.
they got, or a Mexican, like you feel me, like Tekashi 6ix9ine, like he just happened to be a Mexican. But if he was white, they would have kept him out of jail.
Oh yeah.
We gonna be real
yeah,
about that. They would have kept him out of
That's
jail.
true.
Man.
He come out, he trying to gangbang and everything. Everybody else in the back black. But he,
Right.
you feel me, this right here. So they like, oh yeah, we finna exploit this. We finna run this.
Right.
Everybody gonna be mad about this.
That's
We don't
true.
care about this. Even like G-Eazy, like he really not a gang member, but
Right.
he got that bounce to him. Like he got that
Right.
black kind of, you feel me,
Yeah,
feel to him.
yeah,
And they
exactly.
love that. They exploit that. They
Exactly.
put him, like, you feel me, yeah, we finna
Right,
sell
the
all
fuck,
these
yep.
records.
That's crazy. But I'm glad you guys talked about music videos. Colorism.
Right.
What
For sure.
a lot of times what you see in music videos is the lighter
Lighter
skin
skin.
tone.
Right,
Y'all better put my chocolate babies.
Granted, nowadays, like my skin color is like more appealing now and more acceptable now.
Right.
But what you really see, I feel like you see just like the darkest of darkest
Right.
skin color.
Nah, they gonna put one in the video just to say that they
Exactly.
did
have
it.
to.
Yeah.
They
Boom,
gonna
there
have
you go right there.
The
She gonna
cola.
pop up at like 15 seconds or something and get her little cut scene and then boom, it's back to the regular video.
That's just like corporate America. I've been at plenty jobs where I was the only nigga. I said, I see what the fuck going on here. I am not a
They said,
statistic.
yeah.
I'm worth more than this.
Hey, but that's how you gotta do it though. If
Yeah.
they looking for that, you gotta go be that. You feel me? And then you
Man.
just gotta run through what they got. Being that. And you ain't doing nothing but being yourself. You feel me?
Man.
That's a spook who sat by the door. I damn near just finished reading that book. I'm reading that book right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been looking at a lot of shit differently just from reading that book. It's
Okay.
like, you feel me? You play your role.
Right,
And sometimes
right.
you gotta play that role. It may not be what you like or how
Right,
you
right,
like
right,
the way
right,
that it looks or whatever, but you gotta play that role to get what you want to do. Some people want to do something different
Yeah.
and be better than what they
Yeah.
parents was or what
Yeah,
whoever
yeah,
else
yeah,
they
yeah,
around
yeah.
is or was. And sometimes you gotta play that role. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Which is a hard pill to swallow sometimes.
Yeah,
'Cause
Right.
what you want to change, but then you gotta like stick.
You
to
gotta be yourself to change
this.
it though.
There we go,
Yeah.
living your truth.
Exactly.
Absolutely. It's
What?
he's just looking at me like,
Oh, no, my bad.
go, okay. But yeah, is there anything else y'all want to say? Anything?
In regards to that,
Y'all
I
wanna
mean,
add?
I just think there's a way to change it, but you like kind of like what Kee is saying. You kind of have to get it. You have to make the change from within. It's hard to make the change just from as an outsider in anything you
Right.
do. You kind of have to be a part of everything that you want to make a change for.
Right. Learn the game.
Yeah, you
change it.
you gotta get into it and you just gotta be yourself. Like you just gotta stay true to yourself, run what you gotta run, and then you make your changes when you come through. People gonna notice. Like the higher you get, people gonna notice how you run your program, how you
That's
do
true.
certain stuff. And they gonna start looking like, oh, he don't really care about feminism. He got female artists on, you feel me,
Mhm,
all this. He
mhm.
not trying to shun the females, like
Right,
the females
right.
can't get down with the
Right.
boys or something like that. He not racially discriminating, like, you feel me? And
Right.
he's still himself. He is this. They gonna look
Right.
at you like, this is you and this what you doing. You made
Sure.
it this far, so somebody must like something.
Man.
So you gotta just get in there and you gotta rumble with them and how they
Right.
moving. And it's tough to go against the grain, but
It
it's
is.
worth it though.
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely. Well, that concludes this episode.
Hey.
Anybody, you want to let them know where to follow you guys at?
Man, y'all been, man, rep y'all shit, bro.
Man, go ahead.
Everybody
yeah.
been spell that shit out for them. Let them know something.
You can find me on everything as SAMBO, and then Instagram, Twitter, SAMBOVHS, Sambo VHS. Go ahead and check that out.
You can find me on whatever you want to. Kee Riches, KeeRiches on all the socials, and then you put the $sign for the S on all streaming platforms.
Big money
You feel me?
around this bitch.
Big money, get rich and all that. You feel me?
It's your boy, Money Making Mac.
Okay.
Money Making Mac.
Mac
Okay.
Jizzle.
And you can
Macaroni.
find me on
In
Twitter
it
and
bizzle.
Instagram at ITSMACKGEE. Go ahead
Yes.
and follow up.
Yeah,
Yes.
that part.
G.
The New York rapper.
Before we get up
Oh,
out of
yeah.
here,
The
before we
New
get
York
up out of here, Sambo, let me holler at you, player.
Here we go. Here
You
we
did
go.
one of the most phenomenal things I've ever seen in a performance.
Yes.
This nigga brought out not one but two dancers.
Two. Two of them.
And they was on point. They was in coordinates. I think they were twins. I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
But they looked alike. They was in coordinates, and I'm just like, man, this nigga here, boy.
That's some Deuce eyes.
Cause
They
I was
definitely
just-
wasn't twins.
Cause look, I was just first, I was just tripping on where the fuck they come from. I've been standing in this bitch for hours, and I didn't see nobody in the corner rehearsing shit, going over routines. Bitch, you got
They
it.
just
You
popped
got
up.
it.
They just popped up.
They just popped the fuck up. I think they.
Bitch, you got it.
Everybody he mad. Everybody missed it because they really came from the ceiling. They really.
Right. Oh, me, they came straight down off
my
the
mama.
wires.
What's wrong with
Boom.
him?
They came right down like some ballerina. That nigga like, ain't nobody see that shit. Fuck. All right, fuck it. Come on.
What? They
Nigga,
came like ballerinas.
Hell yeah. Flipping and twirling the shit, bro.
Yo, shout out my dancers, Terry and AJ.
Hey, shout out to you though. Me, everybody noticed that. You feel me? That's
Man.
just them little
Oh,
changes that you gotta do. You gotta put them little
Yeah.
differences into your step. You feel me? Into your game.
That's
That's
really what
But
it
shout
was,
out
man.
to the
That's-
dancers.
I really
We don't gotta
just
discredit them.
Nah,
Yeah.
for real.
Nah,
Shout out to
shout out-
shout out to the dancers. I'm just saying. You
Hey,
feel me?
Hey, no, for real, and shout out to Sambo bringing real R&B back.
Yeah.
You
Like,
feel me?
real
Like,
R&B,
he ain't
what it
trying
really
to
is.
trying to fake the funk to get into the
Oh,
industry.
God.
And know
Yeah.
how you doing it. He
He
really
doing it
he really
all-
doing
he
it. You
doing it
feel
all
me? Staying himself. Like
Oh,
I
God.
just told
Do
you.
your
He
shit.
took to the
He
game.
bringing back
took to
dancers.
himself.
My nigga
man.
grabbed the air, bro. He bringing back
You
all
feel
that
me?
good shit.
You feel me?
He bringing back all that original R&B shit.
Come on, stop playing. He made him bring the Millennial Tour out. Come on. Stop. He made him
If you
bring
want
it
to keep
out.
it real,
Yeah.
if you want to keep it real, nigga.
catch me up there on Saturday.
Oh,
Hey, you feel me?
I'm gonna be up there one of those days for sure.
For sure. Well, all right, y'all. I'm signing out. Y'all crazy.
She said that's like she gonna leave us here or something.
Right.
I'm signing out. You feel me? Y'all can keep
Y'all
going.
have a good one.
Well, she going with a hole there, bro. Fuck you, mean gotta pull up, smoke something.
Oh my
All
God.
right, let's get up out of here though.
Mean out.
We out.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Get rich.
My ears sweating like a mother.
Get rich.
My ears sweating like a mother.
Get rich.
My ears.